Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on last year's national champion, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So TCU's offense will take the field first. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the run, it's Goodman. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The one thing that can derail this offense breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were. He's got it, 1st down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. The gift to the tailback. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Fox. Got his man on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man down the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quick toss. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, TCU! Great job by the back on the option.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Charles. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. From the gun, the ground game. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They'll run the sneak for it. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Yellow Jackets back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Blue. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. The Yellow Jackets need to pick it up on fourth down. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Fox. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Firing to the right, complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll run it from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to throw, it's Blue. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Blue. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Troy. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping it. There he goes! Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. To the air. It's Fox. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run?
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
The give out of the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive.
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He
uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Back to throw. It's Blue. He'll take another shot here. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Daly. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Looking for room at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big.
Turning it on! And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The inside handoff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Looking for a crease to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these in routes, but good job by the defense too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's got it down the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Finds his tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, TCU! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They're working that left side. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Blue. Got his man quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Bears the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Pulls it in. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hacks getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Working that left side now. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Horned Frogs are on the move. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. It's caught. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The give to the back. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped 1, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, TCU.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire. Whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.